My username is Gatsby, but the B is an 8. Open a book if you want to learn what it means. Some weeks of video game news are low-key weird. Weird not on first glance, but then, you know, when you're making a video like this, you look at it and you're like, damn, that was weird. You were weird, week. This is one of those weeks. This is a story... Shit. This is the story of 3 release dates. Let's look at Forspoken first, a game that's had 3 release dates already of its own. Its first original release date was May 24th, 2022. She Will Rise, pre-order now. Also, sidebar here, is this the first time in recorded video game history where fingernail polish has been a pre-order incentive? And let's not be cute, it's probably got some stat boost attached to it. I think it's neat. I think it's a cool idea. I'm not saying this is not a cool thing. I am saying hard sell as a pre-order incentive, buddy. Anyway, in March, the release date was delayed until October 11th. And then, on this very week, there was another delay. The release date changed to January 24th, 2023. Funny thing about announcing 2 delays 4 months apart is that they used the same formatting and font and look for both announcements. The big difference here is this particular shift. What was once, we have made the decision to move the release date, is now, as a result of ongoing discussions with key partners, we have made the strategic decision to move the launch date. It's a funny emphasis. It's a funny thing. Why mention that to us who don't even understand what you're talking about? We have to imagine, I guess I have to imagine, it's probably Sony. Is it the key partner we're talking about here? Sony has the PS5 console launch exclusive for Forspoken. I'm kind of imagining this discussion went like, hey, get out of the fall. It's not going to work out for you. And then Square Enix had to say in return, fine, but it's a strategic delay. Okay. We're smart for this. By the way, these are the only tweets that seemingly ever leave that 10,000 like threshold, which implies that there's either a way to buy likes or people just really love Forspoken delays. Skull and Bones is a game that Ubisoft announced at E3 2017, disappeared in little spurts, and then has resubmerged this week to say, our release date is November 8th, 2022. This was accompanied by an hour-long showcase event focused only on Skull and Bones. And most of that was just these 2 developers just playing the game, which is normally commendable. But I mean, this is, you're seeing it. This is what the game is. I've got nothing nice to say about it. And with the release date, of course, also comes news that you can now pre-order Skull and Bones, which we've learned is a fully priced $70 next-gen game. Sorry, Xbox One pirate fans. Sorry, PS4 boat fans. This game is too high-tech for you. And then somehow also this week, the highly anticipated release date for God of War Ragnarok, which is November 9th, 2022. One day after Skull and Bones. This announcement was accompanied by a 30-second CG trailer and a 7-minute unboxing of the big, dumb, expensive versions of this game. I don't know if we complain about this anymore because this is just something that I never will buy, the big boxes, but like there's no video game in there. There's a code to download the video game, but no disc. Nice dice though. Pre-order next week. God of War Ragnarok, as opposed to the other 2 games we were talking about, will be available cross-gen, PS4 and PS5. Also, we never really talked about this too much on this show. The free upgrade path is over. It ended with Horizon Forbidden West. That was the last game that you could just transfer PS4 to PS5 version for free. Gran Turismo 7 Forward, that will cost $10. So if you're a person who buys the PS4 version of God of War Ragnarok for your PlayStation 4, and then someday you get a PlayStation 5 and you put the disc in and you want to play the PlayStation 5 version of it, you will have to additionally pay $10 more. But anyway, let's talk about God of War Ragnarok, because I feel like looking at all three of these games, this one stands out in that it is just sitting pretty right now. God of War Ragnarok has yet to really do its full blowout here a week into July. It hasn't yet had that iconic trailer moment, the one that drops your jaw. Like, this is something. Oh, they got a big wolf in this, but it's not it. This shot of the Thor's hammer, that's something. It's actually the post-credits ending of the last God of War game. But again, it's not it. It's not the iconic moment. Ideally, if you are God of War, you want your trailer to end on the crest of the roller coaster. You want your trailer to go like, oh, cool, yeah, wow, look what I can see. Oh, no, oh, shit, oh! Title. Ideally, that is what you are looking for. They have that. I know they have that moment. Oh, no. That kind of, you know that moment is in the video game. You know they can't wait to show it to you. But they're not in a rush. They could drop that trailer in August. They could drop that trailer in September. Skull and Bones, on the other hand, seemingly has nothing substantial left to reveal. Cosmetics, maybe. A roadmap, perhaps. But you kind of get the impression they spent it all this week, which is admirable. Thank you for going to such lengths to show your game as it is. But it is, I think, an interesting juxtaposition. The game's just in a very different position. Is it doomed to fail? Yeah. Yeah, obviously. Like, this is so clearly an 8-month and done game. Forspoken's the curious one. Forspoken's the one where I believe in this game. I think this game has something in it, and yet it has had so many opportunities to show us that thing, and has failed to. They've already had a Game Informer cover story. They've already had the actors come out on stage at the Game Awards and toss to the trailer. Where do you go from there? I think an easy way to make the Forspoken launch feel exciting. This is rude, but it will have nothing to do with Forspoken. Just include a demo of Final Fantasy 16. If you're launching in January, this alignment works out perfectly. It could be a 5-minute demo of Final Fantasy 16. It could be a thing where you just kind of like watch Shiva walk around. And I don't want to come off like Forspoken can't make it on its own. It can, it will. Forspoken will be great. I've never seen a game where nail polish affects your stats. But Final Fantasy's down the hall. Just go talk to him. Hey, do you have a demo lying around? Maybe we could put that on our box. Just have a conversation is all I'm asking. And that is the end of delayed input for this week. This being the end of the 8-week season, the end of the overalls and space shirt arc. There will be 3 weeks off of delayed input. However, as I normally do, we'll do 1 week off, 1 week where I put up a special grab bag video, another week off, and then the return of delayed input for 8 more weeks. And I hope to see you then. Thanks for watching. So there's something I have to show you. I bought this. This is a Fruity Pebbles candy bar. And this, I think, represents something you should know about me. It represents a flaw in that I know this is bad. I know this is a thing I shouldn't have bought. I mean, look, is the actual candy bar part supposed to be the milk? And so this candy bar is basically also the reason I believe in the Switch Pro. I bought this candy bar, and I also, in my heart, against all reason, believe that the Switch Pro will be announced and released this year. And I feel obligated to tell you that. I feel obligated to know, for you to know, that like, he's not smart. And it is bad. And it is bad. It is bad. It is meant to be milk. It's like warm too, because I saved this for last. And normally a warm chocolate bar is not bad. And it probably is white chocolate. It's just called white coating. It says sugar, palm kernel oil, non-fat milk powder, whole milk powder. Oh, it is. It's just like a milky milk bar. Oh.